Yes, we have the man of the match in the last game, a clash of the titans, top table, and Phantom CC was taking on BYDT Star CC. What a performance from this man. Ashik Ali, an all-rounder from this team, Phantom CC, completely provided the momentum they needed in this game. They were up against some brilliant bowlers, but he scored some real good score for them, 45 from 17. Ashik, very well done and congratulations for that brilliant, incredible innings. That 45 from just 17 runs. What was going on in your mind? What was the trick?
Hi, sir. First of all, I would thank to my teammates. It's today. It's very batting wicket. Uh, I can hit easily. Wicket ball get to bat easily hit to straight over the mid off. Yeah. Uh, in my mind, my team score was 130 something.
Very well done, Ashik Ali. I know that you're running out of words because it was an incredible innings and made it a point that you are unbeaten team in this tournament. All the very best for the rest of the tournament when we are coming to the business end of T10 Ramadan Cup 2025. Look forward for more innings from you, Ashik Ali. Very well done. Many congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
There we goes the man of the match in the last game from Phantom CC, Ashik Ali, 45 from 17. That's all what we have for the man of the match. Thank you. Done.
Right, the first ball coming up of this final encounter of the night. And it's the FIREOX CC, one of the tournament's hot favorites, up against Green Bangla. They're yet to be on the board, yet to register a win in this tournament. Could this be a night? Could this be a big upset that they'd been looking for? Armand to start the proceedings, and he started off in a similar fashion as Saklan. So often we see him get off the mark with a boundary. So little margin for error when you're bowling to this man. He's got such an extensive range of shots. We're just into the first over, second ball, and we've already had the first boundary. Plenty of those coming your way, I can promise you that tonight. On that occasion, he damped it away for just a single. Given the nature of T10 cricket, every ball is an event. And singles are rather boring. Right, so it's man from the land of the sand, from Saudi Arabia, Faisal. Saudi national player is on strike right now. Can hit the ball big and down leg side. Once again, drifting into his pad. Arman, this is the second time in the year over that he's made that mistake, and he gets the treatment. These batters aren't going to miss out on anything loose. And the players from the subcontinent in particular are really, really strong off their pads. This time he goes straight. He's got enough of it. He definitely has. That's not just a shot, that's a statement. A 4 followed by a 6. This is his first game opening the batting, Faisal. And he's got the license to thrill here. Slower delivery on that occasion. He tried to get it up and above covers. Not getting any elevation. Nor the distance as well. Straight into the fielder's hand. And it was gleefully accepted. He was looking ominous. A 4 followed by a 6. But he tries to go again. And so he should, given the nature of T10 cricket. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be, slicing it to the man at extra cover. The first wicket falls. FIREOX CC 15 for 1 after 1. Right, an eventful first over there. 15 for 1, FIREOX CC. Runs aplenty, but a wicket on the last ball. And Saqib starts off, and it's an absolute gift to start with. Serving up a nice full toss, and that ball was carved through the covers like a blade through silk. It's too good a player to miss out on that. And this time he wanted to go big. Was eyeing that mid-wicket region, the bottom hand coming into play. Didn't quite have the timing. The new batsman in, Abdul Manan. And he's a dangerous customer as well. If he gets going, he can take the game away from you. And he starts off in a signature fashion. Slightly short. And he stays where he was. Good hand and eye coordination. Just cutting that ball, bisecting the two fielders at point and covers. And gets a boundary. He gets a boundary in the first ball he's faced. Not a lot of footwork there. It's probably not required on a surface like this. You see the ball, hit the ball. Simple as that. This time it was wide and couldn't quite find the gap. This could be close. For a moment there seemed to be a bit of misunderstanding between the two batters. But no damage done in the end. Thankfully for FIREOX Cricket Club. A couple of boundaries in the cover region, and now they've got a man deep. Jiku at the deep cover boundary. Saklan on strike. And he goes up and over extra cover on that occasion. You need 12 fielders for that one outside the boundary to catch it. It doesn't really matter where fielders are placed when you can hit the ball as good as that. And it's interesting to see there's another field change coming up. Well, they've decided against it, and rightly so. It was just an excellent shot, not much you can do about it. And this time it was into him, and he's flicked it away through the onside. The fielder giving it a chase, but the ball wins the race quite easily in the end. Such is the nature of this pitch. You can afford to go across the line. Even if the ball is pitched outside that off stump. Even if it's doing a little. Just picked his spot and hit it crisply. Oh, tries to go across the line once again. And then Shadow practicing the shot that he should have played over extra cover. He's got that shot. (21) of Saqib's first over as FIREOX CC. Off to a flying start here. 36 for 1 and 2. Right, 2 overs done, and FIREOX CC stamping their authority already on this game. The projected score, a telling one, 180. White is covering the stumps. His Manan is gone big. 1 bounce over the boundary ropes. It's already raining 4s and 6s. What an encounter to have as the last match of the night, full of entertainment. This time it's drilled and, well, I mean, you could call it a misfield, but it was going like a tracer bullet. The last thing you want is an injury, putting your hand out to a shot like that. Threaded through covers. No mercy being shown by these batters. No limits. It's just pure domination. Makes room for himself once again. Picks his spot. And this is the 3rd consecutive boundary of the over. Fielders are just spectators today. Where does he go next, Ashraf? 3 balls, 3 boundaries. These players, they've got such a big range of shots. They've decided to put that fielder back at the cover boundary. The man at mid-wicket coming into the ring. And a foolish delivery going down leg side, says the umpire. Almost run out opportunity as well, and almost going for overthrows as well. Goes onside and picks up the 4th boundary of this over. That's precision meeting power. It's like threading through the eye of a needle. Not a huge gap on the onside, but he found it to perfection. This time he goes onside. Didn't really try to hit that ball hard. All he had to do was clear that man inside the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 boundaries to finish the over. Then at the end of 3, FIREOX CC are rolling at 57-1. They're making batting look terribly easy here tonight. These FIREOX CC batters batting with such authority. They've got a wicket to their liking. An absolute batting paradise. The captain of the toss was eyeing a score around 140. He might as well end up beyond that tonight. The power play comes to an end. This partnership, a telling 142 already. In no time at all, just the 13 deliveries. Can Faisal put the brakes on the scoring? Down leg side, he starts off with a slightly offline delivery. Good piece of effort by the fielder, stopping it from going over the line. They need a bit of luck here. Good catch, excellent piece of fielding, maybe a run out. Otherwise, it seems that FIREOX are going to run away with this chase, with this game rather. In comes Faisal again. This time there is protection at the boundary. Fields him in a deep cover, didn't have to move much. As we look at the current partnership after the fall of Faisal in the first over, they've been racing. 45 already. And it's gone again through the offside. It's cracked with authority. Racing like lightning to the rope. Where do you bowl to this man? They are definitely short of answers. These are short boundaries, excellent surface to bat on, and there is so little margin for error. This time down the ground and luckily straight to the fielder. It's interesting to see, we haven't really seen many slower deliveries in this game so far. The bowler's quite happy to bowl seam up. And as a result, it's been bread and butter, really. This time, not able to time the ball as well as he would have liked. An ambitious appeal for a run out. But a single, not as bad a result under the circumstances. They've taken a real hammering here tonight. FIREOX have Greengram CC, I beg your pardon, as the 50 partnership comes up just 18 deliveries. This time he plays through the offside. Just another single, cracking sound of the bat once again. It was timed crisply. But at last, sanity returns for Greengram as only the one boundary in this over. At the end of 4, they are 64 for 1. QCA T10 Ramadan Cup, match number 27. As we look at the bowling card, it presents a picture of carnage at the moment. Faisal, the pick of the bowlers, was lucky he came after the power play though. Look at those economy rates. Ashraf 20. Arman 15. And a quick look at the batting card. Saklan, as usual, the pick of the batters. 34 years in no time. Abdul Banan has joined the party with 21 of 9. The only batter to have missed out tonight was Faisal. Started off in a cracking fashion. As we speak, Greengram has decided to resort to some spin here, some leg spin. Maqbool has bowled well in this tournament so far. Has the knack of picking out wickets, and he starts off wide of the crease. Right arm leg spin. The art of leg spin. Still relevant in the age of T10s and T20s. And don't be surprised if he provides another breakthrough. The second breakthrough for Greengram, and they desperately need one at this stage. Although the scoring rate has gone down a little bit, which was probably expected. post power play. These two batters are still out there. And is that a signal for a no ball? It is. It is an absolute crime, has to be said, for a spinner to be bowling a no ball, and the batter has added salt to the wound by hitting that ball to the boundary. An absolute gift. So we've got the first free hit coming up. He's got the license here as Seclane. Where does he go? Mid-wicket. My bad. He tries to go mid-wicket, slices it, but this is a free hit even if the catch is taken, which wasn't the case. Thankfully for them, this was not a legitimate delivery. And that catch there went down like a plate of biryani after Eid. Goes falling, and he goes flat as well, but hasn't quite got the height that he would have liked as we were predicting. Maqbool providing that much needed breakthrough to Green Grum. Abdul Manan has to go back after a quick fire cameo. He scored 22 of 10 as FIREOX CC, losing their second wicket at 75. They're 75 for 1 after the end of 4.3 overs. Right, the new batsman in is Faisal. The tall right-hander, and he doesn't need any side-hitters at all. First ball goes over covers. Sliced and diced, served cold to the boundary. Doesn't really need any side-hitters, does he? This is the nature of T10 cricket. We're almost at the halfway mark, only 2 wickets down. Why not? Every ball can be an event from here onwards. This time a faster delivery into the batsman's pad. He's been flatter and quicker throughout this over, and understandably so. They received some punishment here tonight. Have Green Grum bowlers at the end of 5. We are at the halfway mark. FIREOX CC are 80 for the loss of 2. Once again, another look at that batting card. They've just lost Abdul Manan. He scored 22 of 11. Was an excellent support to Seclane, has to be said, who's been the pick of the batters so far in this innings. QCA Ramadan Cup 2025 brought to you by Qatar Cricket Association and Stars Group. It's been an absolute extravaganza, full of entertainment, surprises, thrills, 4s and 6s. And if you're a bowling fan, we haven't been short of some wickets as well. All thanks to Qatar Cricket Association and Mr. Kasturi Lal for their relentless work. In the meantime, if you'd like to keep up with the action, don't forget to like, subscribe to the QCA's YouTube channel, as that's where you're watching and catching all the action. This time it was short, goes straight to the fielder, run out opportunity. I don't think he slid his bat. Another run out opportunity, so 2 in 1. Wow, it's all happening out there. In cricket, they use the term good cricket all around. This was quite the opposite. Ordinary piece of cricket all around. And that's just been served up. There is a fielder coming across it. He would be disappointed he wasn't able to get a better result there. It was in his zone. The execution was perhaps questionable. Seclin on strike, and he goes straight. Good piece of fielding by Faisal. He had to make sure that he avoided that boundary rope as he was running after getting a hold of that ball. Not easy. You could easily lose your balance. But that's one thing they've done well so far in this innings, Green Gram. You can question their bowling, but full marks really for their fielding. Slower one on that occasion is miscued. This should be taken. And it is taken indeed. Right into the breadbasket. Safe and sound. So much talk about the use of variation, the slower balls, the cutter. And that's exactly the reason why. In this format of the game, batsmen trying to go hard, trying to bludgeon every delivery out of the ground. And the odds are that they'll end up miscuing one out of many. If I'm not mistaken, this was the first slower ball attempted by the bowler as Jasim Khan makes his way out in the middle. Right-handed middle order batsman. Another man from the KPK region in Pakistan. Slightly slower. Once again, he seemed to have read the script well finally, as Habib. This is his first over. And he's bowled intelligently, picking up a wicket and restricting the scoring. Just the 5 singles off the over. And FIREOX CC are 85 for the loss of 3. We've got a decent turn-up of spectators as well tonight. People coming from all around Doha and Qatar, in fact, to witness this festival of an event. People from Southeast Asia, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. Lots of them reside here. And they love their cricket. And what a night they've been treated to. At Makbul, he did give away 13 runs in the first over, but he picked up the prize scalp of Abdul Manan. Can he pick up another one? Flighted up, he sliced it, and he sliced it for 6. This bat doesn't just talk, it roars. Just by the look of it, it doesn't really seem it was timed. But such is the power. This time he's made him extend his arms. And this should be taken. Yes. Running in. It has to be said that it was a good catch. It wasn't easy, but he made it look like a walk in the park. Well, one telling difference between the previous ball and this one was that he kept it flat. He kept the former one flat and further away from the reach of the batter, making him extend his arms and keeping it in and around that good length area. And he starts off is just, oh well. What just happened there? No ball called. Was it a no ball because he crossed that sideline? That's what he's signaling towards. Is Maqbool is questioning that decision. But this is the second no ball that Maqbool has bowled here. They're having a bit of discussion out there in the middle. I think the two umpires are getting together as well. As we look at the bowling card so far, as we speak, it's been pure domination by FIREOX CC, destroying almost each and every bowler that's come into the attack. Maqbool perhaps the pick of the bowlers with 2 wickets. However, the economy rate in T10 cricket matters. So in that regard, you'll have to look at Habib, who bowled an excellent over, not giving anything away, just the 5 runs of his over. We're still having a discussion out there in the middle regarding that no ball. Got to remember the umpire's decision is final and has to be respected, whether you agree with it or not. If there is feedback regarding it, it can be discussed after the game. Right, so it's Maqbool once again, and beautifully bowled. This time he gave it a bit of flight. And that ball turned. First signs of spin on this track. And he's generally kept it flat. Makes room. Well, he's gone. Excellent shot, has to be said. A couple of steps towards the off stump, shuffling across, picking the gap, trusting the nature of the pitch, and earning himself a good boundary. It was skill set. It was his excellent skill that enabled him, rather, to pick up that boundary. No muscle, no power, just pure execution of a well thought out shot. Right, we're nearing the 7th over almost. FIREOX CC 98 for 4, about to hit that 100-run mark. And he goes to mid-wicket this time. Is cleared the fence comfortably. A hit so clean it's got its own postcode. He did fancy his chances there, Dulon, for a moment. But a much needed boundary. Makbul finishing off his spell. Picked up 2 wickets, but expensive. 32 runs given away in 2 overs. As FIREOX CC crossed their 100, they're 104 for 4. Slicing once again. I don't think it will be a boundary. It hasn't really got the legs on it. Cut off just for 2. He's been the most successful bowler so far tonight. It's primarily because of the variations. He hasn't quite got the block hole delivery, but he's pretty good at rolling his fingers over and not providing any pace to the batsman. On that occasion, though, Siklan doesn't require any pace as he belts that ball through the onside. All along the carpet it goes as it brings up a well-deserved half-century. He's already one of the top scorers in the tournament. Another slower one, this time trying to cut it. There was no fieldsman back at the deep extra cover boundary, so the idea was right. And he read the script well as well, realizing he's just hit a boundary through mid-wicket. The bowler would try and adjust his line towards offside. It's just not a game of skill. So much a game of mind as well. Trying to hit it very, very hard, and he's found the gap, has he? Yes, he has. The bowler giving up the ghost, the fielder rather giving up the ghost. Didn't come off the middle of the bat, didn't have to. As long as it found the gap, that was enough, always going to be enough. So, second boundary of this over, and the onslaught is on here. Boundary after boundary, and whoa! Just falling short of the fielder on that occasion. One bounce into the rope, and as we speak, boundary after boundary. This is a batting masterclass. And this time it's gone straight into the hands of the covers fielder, and it's taken as clean as a whistle. Makbul, the safest pairs of hands. He's not going to drop many. perishing in the cause, it has to be said, as we have a look at that bowling card once again. Not much to write home about as far as that bowling card is concerned, as Mohammad Shuaib is the new batsman walking out of the centre. Right, so Salman to finish off. Tried the scoop on that occasion. A big appeal for LBW. Seemed a bit ambitious in the end. Mohammad Shoaib is the new batsman. The idea might just be to bring the man in form on strike, settle in. He's in excellent touch. Has been throughout this tournament. Just a single, no damage done. Singles at this stage are an absolute gold dust. Once again, not getting the timing he's after. Probably a bit tired. He's been there since the word go. And FIREOX CC eyeing a strong finish. For sure. A bit slower. Again, a streaky shot. Has found the gap though. The fielder giving it a chase. Good effort, but the ball wins the race in the end. The bowler's not happy, however, it has to be said, the fielder gave it 100%. You could probably argue for him running a bit faster. Such a cruel game for the bowlers. A streaky shot. Coming off the inside half of the bat. Still goes for 4. Slower once again. He hasn't timed it. Should be taken. Easily taken. It's like taking a candy from a baby. Too easy. That's one thing they'd be extremely proud of tonight. The Green Gram fielders, they've taken all their catches and they've shown excellent commitment in the field. I mean, you could probably question the fact that they bowl with very little variation. But the fielding's been top class. Right, the last over of the innings coming up. FIREOX CC 126 for 6, and they're eyeing a strong finish here tonight. It's been quite a contrast, this competition. Table toppers versus Green Gram, who are reeling at the bottom of the table right now, still awaiting their first win of the tournament. It's been a struggle for them, and it's not going to be easy. A score in excess of 120, which seems to be par given the nature of this tournament. Faisal to finish, looking for the Yorker. Not easy to execute those Yorkers at will. You go slightly wrong and you will get punished. Slower one and well deceived. Didn't really pick it off the hand and then deciding to let that one go. A rare sight in T10 cricket. This time it was faster, deciding against taking the single there. He feels he's the right man to be on strike with 3 deliveries to come, but this is an excellent last over so far by Faisal. 3 balls, 3 dots. He's eyeing the offside. Field is being adjusted in that area. Slower one once again. Was it above the waist height? Yes, it was. The umpire signaling a no ball as well, but Saklan won't be on strike for that free hit delivery. He was trying something new. Tries to go for the scoop. And he's looking for a single. Good presence of mind, has to be said, by Saklan. Desperately wants a strike here for the last 3 deliveries, and rightly so. And it's good to see that intent. They haven't been complacent despite the fact that they've dominated this group so far. And down leg side, another wide, missed by the keeper and fumbled by the man at short fine leg. They're coming back for the second. This is so good to see. Giving it everything he has. Saklan. Not just hitting the big boundaries, realizing the importance of quick 1s and 2s as well. Going down for the lap sweep. Seclan.
You know him?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's great.
I know this guy.
Same position. You know the position. Okay.
Okay. Right, the last half of the innings coming up. It's Faisal. And it's a good finish to the innings by Greengram. Seclan would be looking to finish big. And he goes big, straight down the ground. You little dynamite, Seclan. Finishes it off in style. Exactly what the doctor ordered on the last ball. It's been a magnificent knock. There's so much they can learn from this innings. Can all the teams.
Okay, Arjun. Oh, put score, man. Put score, something. Karan put score, something on. Yeah, keep it this. Here in front of. Let me call Glenn, okay? Just take interview. Thank you so much, our sponsors. Okay.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Yes,
They will switch on.
yes, okay.
Just start.
Yes.
Thank you so much, QCA, for representing this. Then mute mic, mute mic.
ठीक है
इंग्लिश में आप अगर उर्दू में कहना चाहते हैं तो
उर्दू नहीं करें
उसमें असल में वो मेजर रिक्वायर्ड है इंग्लिश में, तो आप बेशक
वो बोलो बाद में कर लेंगे उर्दू में करिए
Right, we've got the man of the moment with us here tonight, the man who scored a blitzing half century here, and we are going to talk to him and ask him what went right. Sakleen, it was an exceptional knock, and you made batting look very, very easy. What did you have for dinner?
nothing just light dinner because fasting so just I'm play my shots then go for the beginnings that
And what do you make of the pitch?
pitch is very good all the matches all every day the pitch is very good so for batting the very good very nice on the bat so just I play my shots.
And the teams are out there, they're watching this game, and they couldn't seem to figure out if you have any weakness at all.
Oh, I'm just play on my shots and just go for the big total.
Well, Sakleen, all the very best. We've been thoroughly entertained, and we hope that you continue with this good form and continue doing well for your team. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Well, there you go, gentlemen. The man of the moment, the man who scored a blazing half century tonight, entertained us thoroughly. And once again, we'd like to thanks QCA for bringing this tournament about, and also the SARS group, courtesy whom we have all the live pictures coming to you from the Asian Town International Stadium in Doha, Qatar. Yeah, it's good.
Because cut and copy wet. Copy and cut at correct wet time.
With us here tonight, the man who scored a blitzing half century here, and we are going to talk to him and ask
Ron,
him
mic
what
muted,
went
right?
Sakleen, it was an exceptional knock, and you made batting look very, very easy. What did you have for dinner? Good.
Now at last, man of the match. They will bring this ball here.
Okay.
You have to stay. Take up.
Maybe if it would be Sakleen again.
It's a depend upon a winner.
Yeah, he was also asking me if he could do in Urdu. That's another.
No problem. Take one, two word from Urdu and you can translate into English. He said,
Because these.
let's see. Mic closer, okay?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I
See
realize
sound?
that. Yes.
Listen to me also. That's why this I put.
Yeah.
Now you can open this after the end of this, before end of the match. You can come with the mic here.
Yes.
Same.
Seem to figure out if you have any weakness at all.
Same like this. You have done commentary in last over. It works very nice here.
Yeah.
It was working good.
Finishes it off in style.
You have done from here, right?
Exactly
It's
what the
also
doctor
working.
ordered on the last
You
ball.
can come outside 1 hour,
It's been a
1 hour
magnificent
before.
knock. Nice one.
But no any additional voice. No any crowd, no problem. You can go there. You can do your commentary.
much they can
It's
learn
coming
from
same
this
clear.
That's another thing. So if somebody is speaking from behind, their voice might.
It's very sharp. It's very
All
sharp.
the teams.
Okay. Now this is the blank moments we have to capture. We have to cover up. Okay. Okay. Just go ahead. Go inside. Take a break. And come. I will see you there.
All right. Thank you.
Can remove this.
Okay. So obviously we continue with the. Thank you. You're welcome. So, bro, can you help me with this? Right, good evening, one and all. We're back witnessing Greengram CC chasing this steep target. Ahmed is one of the fastest in Qatar. A lot of experience under his belt as well. It'd be hard to put away. Starting off right on money. In and around that off-stump area, not giving any width to the batsman, and he's pretty sharp as well with his pace. Oh, an excellent bouncer. Rare sight in T10 cricket, a batsman ducking under. In that fashion, the bowler is not really happy, as he's questioning if that ball was going over the head of the batter. But he's pumping up some gas already. Is Ahmed. Rakibul, the opening batter, along with Kabir. And he's clean him up there. Ripped through like a missile. Stumps obliterated. He was always on the cards, playing down the wrong line, moving away, swaying away rather from the line of that delivery, and allowing it a safe channel through. Maqbool Ahmed, the new batsman out there in the middle, much more technical in nature. They need much more than that tonight, though, if they are to stand any chance to get anywhere near this humongous total set by FIREOX CC. What a brilliant first over it's been by Ahmed, in contrast to what we saw in the first innings, putting a tight lid on the scoring and picking up a wicket as well. Nicely played, away for a single, and the throw is at his end. Had to rush. He's such a good-looking batsman. Maqbool, as we saw on that last delivery, the ball pitched up to him, playing it off the front foot, guiding it with soft hands, and he was away for a single immediately. Not a sight you see in T10 cricket, but the one for the purists. Short, and it's gone through him. A dot ball to finish. 3 for 1. A green gram at the end of 1. The score comparison at the minute, we saw that graph of FIREOX Unit CC just kept climbing, but after the first over, in terms of wickets at least, it's similar. Both teams losing a wicket each, although there is a big contrast in terms of the number of runs scored. Mohammad Jabir is the new bowler for FIREOX Unit, and he's one of the fastest bowlers on show here tonight. Well, in fact, in Qatar. Represents the Qatar national team as well. And it can be nippy. They've got such a well-balanced bowling unit, FIREOX. Full of pacers and spinners as well in the middle overs. Decent spinners. This time a touch short, going down leg side, and the ball is running away for 4 leg byes. Welcome runs for Green Gram. Not the most conventional of fashions, but they wouldn't mind it at this stage. Not easy to control the line and length of the balls when you're that fast and that quick. Using his feet on that occasion, coming off the inside half of the bat. No real timing. Shy of the stumps at the same time, but he was comfortably back home. Hope he's okay. Yeah, he's back on his feet. A desperate dive to get back into the crease. Well, the audacity with which he came down the track on that occasion has to be admired. Not easy against the likes of Jabir. This time short, edged, and the keeper gleefully accepting that opportunity. It was always on the card, it was wide, but seaming away at the last second, Maqbool giving it a kitchen sink, and the idea, has to be said, was right. Regulation catch taken by the keeper as Green Gram CC lose another wicket. They're already 7 for 2 with Imon walking out there in the middle. It's good to see FIREOX CC not complacent about this game as we look at their batting card. Batted earlier. They batted earlier and posted a significant total of 142. And the response by Greengram CC has been way below par so far. They've lost 2 wickets and the required run rate has jumped up to a daunting 17. And he comes again and just missing his mark on that occasion, just by a whisker. Wide signal, he'll have to reload that one. Iman is the new batter in, and just looking at this FIREOX CC side, they've got all bases covered here, whether it's bowling, fielding or batting. Trying to make room for himself, slightly slower. Another one through the line, through the batsman rather. Another dot delivery. It'll be interesting to see. We've got a blockbuster encounter coming up for you soon. FIREOX CC versus Phantom Cricket Club. The two heavyweights in this tournament up against each other. And that will be an absolute spectacle to watch later. Using his feet. And finding thin air once again. At the end of 2. Greengram nowhere near where they need to be. 8 for 2. Those two graphs there, as you have a look at them, are like 2 poles. 2 poles apart. At this stage, you saw FIREOX CC absolutely banishing Greengram bowling. And they were in and around 80 runs, 40 runs, I beg your pardon, at this stage. In comparison, Greengram haven't even scored 10. That is a telling difference already. Short on that occasion, and the first real sign of authority. It's actually gone the distance. It went flat, but these are short boundaries. They need a few more of those to have any chance to stage a comeback at this stage. And he comes again, and that's a beautiful looking shot. Straight back at the head of the bowler. Dulon. 2 balls, 2 sixes. Right, this is interesting. He's certainly taking the attack back to FIREOX CC here. 2 balls, 2 sixes. Can he make it 3 and 3? And this time he goes up and over offside. And we'll have to wait for the umpire signal. No, it just bounces short of the boundary, signaled as a 4. But another shot of intent. And he certainly got his timing going for sure. Right, so all of a sudden, Greengram coming alive in this game. 2 sixes and a boundary. Kabir is playing an absolute gem of a knock here. He's taken the onslaught back to the opposition. What does Ahmed do next? Is this a slower delivery coming up? Would this be a yorker? And he comes again and he's placed it magnificently. Fourth boundary on the rise. Sliced and diced. Served cold to the boundary. He's certainly bringing this crowd alive here. He was probably slightly slower off the surface. Doesn't really matter. He picked his spot. Up and over, through point. It's 4 in a row here. Can he make it 5 and 5? He's got a touch of class about him as well as power. In he comes again, and we were talking about power. That time he's muscled it away for the 5th consecutive boundary in the over. Boundary after boundary. It's raining boundaries here in the Asian Town International Cricket Stadium in Doha, Qatar. When Maqbool out there, I beg your pardon, Kabir, is making batting look ridiculously easy. Scoring boundaries all around the park. And would this be a record? We haven't had 6 boundaries in an over before in this tournament. Could this be the moment? Oh, well ball, but it's gone through. It might be unfortunate, but it will go down as 6 boundaries in the same over in the record books. Not the record you want to your name, and as you can see, that worm is climbing back up. It's making a fight back here. And as in the comparison we see, that was the most expensive over of the innings. The tallest skyscraper. And dare I say that, that was the tallest one of the tournament. Now, I beg your pardon, I think there was one other over in which 31 runs were scored. But certainly the second one. And this equation all of a sudden becomes interesting. 106 required of 42. This game has suddenly come alive. Played shots all across the ground in that last over. Did Kabir. Had a touch of class about him when he played through the offside, helping that ball up and over the point region, straight down the ground, past the bowler's head. We saw a hook shot as well. So a full range of shots coming into play. Spin. Would this be spin to win for FIREOX CC tonight? The captain introducing himself into the attack. Using his feet on that occasion. He's found the gap as well. And there is no stopping that once it goes past the 30-yard circle. Lightning outfield. So Imran now joining the party. This is a good period of play for Greengram CC. Something needs to be done as far as FIREOX is concerned. They need to pick up a wicket now. Goes offside once again, and for a moment I thought there was no one patrolling that boundary, that extra cover. Such has been the intensity, the adrenaline rushing batting that we've seen in the last 2 overs. Boundary after boundary. T10 cricket at its very best. Right, so it's Kabir once again on strike. The last 6 balls he faced, all of them deposited to the boundary. Serves that one wide. The field is open. He still found the gap. Make it 7 out of 7. We are witnessing something very, very special here. An absolute spectacle of a knock by Kabir. He's on 33 of 9, and FIREOX CC short of answers. How do they stop this man? He's looking onside. Oh, finally. Finally. The quietest of moments sometimes make the loudest of sounds. Just decides to give respect as this partnership racing 38 already. And it seems like he was taking a break, and wow, he's been put down there. Seemed like an absolute sitter. It was served on a silver platter, but he still dropped it. What a way. It's all happening here at the Asian Town International Cricket Stadium as Green Gram making a comeback into this game. Well, that batting card, it's got Kabir written all over it. 34 of 11 deliveries, one of the fastest knocks of the tournament already. Last over was relatively decent for FIREOX, as only 10 runs came, and there was an opportunity that presented itself only to be grasped by the fielder. We were talking about a chink in the armour earlier and whether or not FIREOX CC had one. There you go. They've been put under pressure here and they're searching for answers. Amazing what pressure can do, and Kabir once again clears that right leg of his. And his bat is not talking tonight, it's roaring. And roaring like the Bangla tiger he is. Where do you bowl to this man? He's got all the shots in the book. He goes again mid-wicket. This time he finds the fielder. It's turning out to be his night for sure. Everything he's touching is turning to gold. And he's had a bit of rubber green as well running his way with a dropped catch in the last over. Certainly brought this game and everyone in fact alive. Imon is out there. He needs to realize that he needs to play a supporting role here. But that's not good, has to be said. He's trying to join the party all right, but when you've got someone as good as Kabir at the other end who's hitting them for fun, get him back on strike. But why get him back on strike when you can hit as clean as that? That ball got wings. Over extra cover. Not an easy shot to execute, dare I say this. Full toss. Slightly lower, and good piece of footwork there by Jasim at the boundary. Keeping them to just 2. Abdul Manan finishing his first over. 15 came off it. Just what the doctor ordered as far as Green Gram is concerned. They're 61 for 2. Right, the end of over number 5, and we'd so dearly like to thank Qatar Cricket Association and SAS Group for bringing this tournament together, making it all happen. And it's courtesy those two organizations that we are getting live pictures, all at the comfort of our TV screens. Special thanks has to be given to the sponsors and their services: Rayan Water, Naseem Medical Center, Kabir Transportation Service App, and the Power Zone Gym. And as our official hydration partner for the second consecutive year, Rayan Water continues to keep players and fans refreshed, ensuring peak performance on and off the field. Naseem Medical Center is a medical partner providing nurses and first aid support during tournaments. Right, change in bowling. It's pace from this end. A touch slower and not a bad option at that stage. Dipping down on the batter, restricting him to just a single. Pervez, he's an experienced campaigner. And his experience is exactly what's required at this stage. Kabir goes offside, picks his spot, and clears the fence once again. Not an easy shot to play. Square of the wicket on the offside. Spooned for 6. This time a full toss. Is that an opportunity? No. Falling in no man's land, but good piece of bowling once again. Bringing out that variation, rolling his fingers over. It's not been that bad an over. 1-6, but that's expected. That's kind of default in this format of the game. Full toss on that occasion, helped on its way, and is asking for the no ball. It was touch and go. The umpires are happy at the moment. Marked as a legitimate delivery as well. But he ends the over in spectacular fashion. Another boundary. Green Grum have certainly come alive in this game. This current partnership between Kabir and Iman, already 67 runs, and they've only taken 26 deliveries, one of the fastest of the tournament. Kabir, the chief destroyer. And Iman is playing the supporting hand here. And they've certainly got one of the best teams in the tournament, with their backs against the wall for a change. Right, Kabir nearing his 50, just 1 run short. As they've got their bad bowling spearhead back into the attack, and he goes through for a single, brings up a very well-deserved half-century. Only 18 deliveries faced and he's breathing oxygen into this Greengram CC innings. They were down and out at the end of over number 2. In came Kabir, 7 consecutive boundaries. Slower delivery is picked a spot once again. In the gap it goes. Faisal giving up the chase. Another boundary. Iman all of a sudden has decided to join the party. It's been an absolute run fest here tonight. What a game to witness. The last one of the night, and we couldn't been treated any better. Looking at the onside, beautifully bowled, an absolute toe crusher by Jabir. He's bowling out here. Jabir has been brought back to pick up a wicket. Full toss, 1 bounce. No drama. I think they'll do well to see out Jabir here. Has been brought back. Has been the most economical of FIREOX Unit CC's bowlers, going at an economy rate of under 6. Phenomenal, absolutely exceptional. As we see all the other bowlers going above 10. Down leg side, he'll have to reload that one. Another wide. Current run rate 12.15. We're nearing the end of the 7th over. The required run rate, although a bit taxing at 18, is gettable in this format of the game. And another one. Seems like he's aiming for the parking lot as Jabir. Jokes apart, I think he's looking for that Yorker. He's got no one patrolling that boundary at deep fine leg, however. And that square leg fielder is rather wide, so all Iman requires is a little tickle. Nicely bowled, though, slower through the air. Extremely deceptive. Changing the angle as well, coming over the wicket. Been a brilliant over, this one. He's gone for 10 runs in his spell so far. Can he finish with a wicket? Straight to the fielder, and he'd given up the ghost to the batter. And had that ball hit direct, it would have been curtains. It didn't, however, still a good finish for Jabir to the over. As we look at that bowling card, Jabir, the standout bowler, picking up a wicket, going for an economy rate of under 6, absolutely exceptional. Where all the other bowlers have gone for an economy rate of over 10, the most expensive of whom, Ahmed, conceding 6 boundaries in the over. And at the same stage, FIREOX CC were 20 runs ahead, courtesy fireworks from Seklain and Abdul Manan. I think minus the first 2 overs of this innings, though, and Greengram have done really well to put up a contest here. They were down and out, nobody gave them a chance. But they decided, you know what, if we are to go down, let's go down with a fight. premeditated shot, it seems, on that occasion. He was eyeing that square leg region, square to fine leg, as it's empty at the moment. Down the track he goes, and a valiant effort in the field. Has he saved a boundary there? Yes, it seems he has. The umpire asking for the fielder's verdict on that. Diving like a tiger to his right was the fielder. And the captain obliged. Down the track he goes. He hasn't got enough of it. It's going to be a simple catch. And right into the breadbasket. Safe and sound. Imon having to make his way back to the pavilion after a good effort, has to be said. Played a good support role. Hit a couple of cracking boundaries as well. In comes Faisal at the crease. He's a dangerous customer. Has the ability to clear any fence around Qatar. Utility all-rounder. And he particularly will fancy his chances against spin, that's for sure. First ball, and he's picked his spot. Nobody moves. Absolutely creamed through covers. Making his intentions clear already. Will he use his feet on this occasion? The first ball he receives, short. Would the bowler overcompensate here? Not quite. Trying to repeat that last shot. It's Kabir back on strike though. Uses his feet and then chipping it down to the man at deep mid-wicket. Just a single. Singles won't hurt. At the end of 8, Green Gram. 90 for the loss of 3. As we look at those batting cards, Clan clearly dominating proceedings for FIREOX unit. With 64 runs at the top, just 31 deliveries faced, well supported by Manan. And in the bowling department, wasn't really much to offer, although there were wickets picked up. But all those economy rates were on the higher side. In response, Green Gram 90 for 3. Kabir leading from front. 53 he's got of just 22 deliveries. He was well supported by Imon. Jabir has probably been the difference between the two bowling sides, with an economy rate of 10 and a wicket to go with it. Hassan Pervez to bowl out in this over. Faced on a strike and it's wrapped on the pads. Probably just drifting down leg side. It was a marginal call. They say if there is any doubt, it goes into the favor of the batsman. Using his feet on that occasion. Has he realized? Oh no, it's a no ball. It's a no ball. He'll have to reload that one. No wonder he stood his ground on that occasion. Free hit coming up then. Faisal has got the license to go. What can he make of it? Pervez. I think knowing Pervez, it will be another slower delivery. Let's see. Yes, a slower ball, and he's bowled him again. 2 in 2. Unable to negotiate that slowness through the air. Faisal. Cleverly bowled. He's a smart operator, is Pervez. Such a weapon to have. That slower delivery. And once again, this is a full toss though, just a single. Just a single there. And they don't hurt in this format of the game. Almost 5.5 runs required of each ball from this point onwards. Which probably means that it's more of a formality as more footwork at the boundary row by Jassim. They're coming back for the third. Could be close. Nope. Comfortably home in the end. It seems more of a formality at this stage, but Kabir can walk off with his head held high at the end of this game. Full toss, and it gets the treatment. Launched into the orbit. Fetch that if you can. Continues in his merry ways, does Kabir. Been a lone warrior, though, in this innings. Another full toss, and this time couldn't quite get the elevation. Just a single, but he's back on strike for the next over.
Unmute. Okay. Mute only.
Right, the last over in play. And he's helicoptered it into the gap. He's having fun out there. He's enjoying himself, and a lot of credit has to be given to him for this knock. Has played exceptionally well tonight. Though he might end up in the losing side. It's been one heck of an effort. A Herculean effort, has to be said. Slower delivery on that occasion, no ball call, so it wouldn't really matter even if it was a catch. He was looking for the second. Just wanted to be back on strike. We've seen quite a few of those tonight. Bowlers overstepping. And he's probably pointing to his captain saying it was a marginal call. In the context of the game, it's not going to hurt them. Neither would it in the context of the tournament, because they'd find themselves sitting at the top alongside Phantom once this game is over. Goes straight down the ground. He's got enough piece of it. Over extra cover. It's an absolute delight to watch when that ball goes over extra cover in that fashion. If anything, the crowd out here, the ones who've turned up, they've been treated to some superb entertainment. Slower delivery, extends his arms, and he can see that ball sailing over the boundary for another six. He's dealing in sixes here, Faisal. They might end up losing this game, Green Gram CC, but they've shown exceptional fight. And they've got the table toppers worried for sure. Third time in a row. This time it should be caught. Yes. Was hit flat. Very, very good catch. It's never easy under lights, particularly when that ball is coming flat, and appreciation being shown by the opposition to these two batters. They've played tremendous hands here, giving their team a chance. As FIREOX Unit CC sealing this target, sealing this win rather, by 17 runs in the end. We've had an excellent game though. It's never easy, the underdogs against the table toppers. Nobody gave them a chance. But it was so good. Fighting till the last drop of the blood. Don't go anywhere, because we'll be joining you soon for the presentation ceremony of this game, and we'll have the man of the match to talk to as well. Mr. Klein again?
अभी उर्दू में ओके मुझे भी डिस्टर्ब करते हो
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we've had an absolute spectacle of a game tonight, and the man of the moment, the man who scored the half century earlier tonight, and he set the tone for his side with the blistering half century. We'll have a word with him. Sir Glenn, welcome back again. How does it feel?
Alhamdulillah, I'm feeling thankful to Allah. So, yeah, it's a great game. So,
All right, Sir Glenn, tell us, going into the future games, you've got a big game coming up against Phantom CC. How do you plan for that?
yeah, inshallah, our team is very good. Our combination is very good. So, inshallah, we will try our best next game.
Are there any things you are worried about, any areas you would like to improve going into the future games?
Nothing. I'm just playing my shots. So, depend on the day. I will try my best.
All right, Sir Glenn, excellent innings. We've been thoroughly entertained by it. Keep going and keep doing well for your team, and we wish you all the very best in the future games.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Right, ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. The man of the moment, the man of the match, Sir Glenn, with an outstanding half century in this game, and he's certainly stolen the spotlight here tonight. Sorry, can we have a word? Right, so we've got the match referee, Mr. Aminul Islam, with us. We'll have a word with him, and we'd like to hear his thoughts on how this tournament has gone so far. Mr. Aminul Islam, welcome on board.
Thank you very much. See, it is a platform for the future cricket of Qatar Cricket Association and Qatar especially, and we given a chance for the lot of newcomer who maybe 2 years, 1.5 year there in Qatar, and some of the old ages also. It is a fantastic tournament. Hope it will help us in the future cricket in Qatar.
Yes, talking about that, Mr. Aminul Islam, how important is this tournament in terms of the future? Do you think you'd be able to find some players here who would probably be able to represent Qatar in the longer run?
Inshallah, hopefully we hope we'll get a future cricketer here. And I told you, as if a lot of newcomer is there. Maybe another 3 years they will be eligible to play for Qatar, and hopefully, inshallah, Qatar will do better.
Well, thank you very much, Aminul Islam, for your time. We wish you all the best. Would like to wish Qatar cricket all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
There we have it, the match referee, Mr. Aminul Islam, sharing his thought on this tournament and his thoughts on how the tournament has progressed and the future of Qatar cricket. It certainly seems to be in the safe hands. Thank you very much. Last but not the least, we'd like to thank QCA. Yeah, we'd like to thank QCA for bringing about this T10 Ramadan Cup 2025 for us. It's been an absolute spectacle, full of entertainment, fours and sixes. It's indeed a special gift to all the cricket lovers out there from the subcontinent and even people from Qatar. We'd like to thank Qatar Cricket Association from the bottom of our heart, and also the Stars Group and Mr. Kasturi Lal for bringing the live pictures for everyone. Stay tuned for more live actions. There will be more cricket coming your ways in the coming few days, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch all the action live. Thank you very much.